I kept quiet about what Tilly had said. It was easy to do since I rarely saw my parents during the day. August is busy on a farm, and we were all occupied with separate chores. I would see my mother at supper time, but not my father even then. Most nights he had meetings at the Grange Hall to prepare for the county fair. That year he was a judge in 2 categories, swine and youth dairy cattle. He felt out of his depth with the swine. We hadn't raised piglets in years, but with the calves, he was more than confident. I'd heard it said my whole life by neighbors and uncles and men from church, their grave inflection giving it the weight of a proverb. Bert Yonner knows cattle. The fair had been a fixture of my childhood, as thrilling as Christmas, as anticipated and beloved. For 6 days each September there would be crowds and commotion. The Ferris wheel, the sweet, greasy aroma of frying potatoes and funnel cakes. As a little girl, I'd walk the midway flanked by my parents. Holding their hands, I kept up a steady chatter, enjoying their nearness, their protection from the unaccustomed crowd. When I got older, I entered animals in the youth competitions. I showed rabbits 3 years in a row, and at 12, a Jersey calf named Buttercup, who took 2nd place in her class. 3 years later, my father still pestered me to raise another calf. Someday, I told him. The truth was, I had no intention of doing it. Given the choice, I would skip the fair altogether. I was embarrassed now by the cowboy music, the livestock smell, the farm boys in their stiff new dungarees, hair slicked back as if for church. Last year, I'd stayed close to the booth where I sold raffle tickets to raise money for the 4-H club, keeping a nervous lookout for my schoolmates, the town girls in their sundresses and pretty sandals. How I coveted those sandals. I loved them precisely because they were so impractical, bound to get ruined in the gravel and muck. The girls came in groups of 3 or 4, whispering and sometimes breaking out in loud laughter. They might have been laughing at anything, but I felt with a deep certainty that they were mocking people like my parents. My mother in her house dress and dark lipstick, flushed with excitement, clinging to my father's arm. "It's about that time, isn't it?" Melanie asked at supper. "The fair. God, I used to love the fair." "It's a lot of aggravation, if you ask me," my mother said, passing a platter of fried chicken. "Bert will be relieved when it's over." "I think he likes it," I said. "It's too much for him, since his heart attack." "What about you, Gina?" Melanie had taken to shortening my name, which delighted me. I'd never had a nickname before. "I probably won't go," I said, avoiding my mother's eyes. "I'll have homework then. It's the first week of school." "You've got to be kidding." Melanie took the platter. "Won't all your friends be there?" My mother stared at me in bewilderment. "I don't know what's come over you." "Don't listen to her, Peg." Melanie heaped her plate with potato salad. For a small person, she had a huge appetite. "She's going to the fair.